Hey YouTube, I'm back with you guessed it, another YouTube video. And today we're going to start this video off with one of my original poems. And the poem is called The Cries of a Drug Addict. The feeling of unlocalized pain has got to go. The heavy sadness that you can't trace, so you do things to cope. How do I trace pain that I cannot see? The emotional wounds are the hardest to heal. You try to talk to somebody and they hear you, but they ain't really hearing you. You scream out and say, "I'm hurting." And they reply, "We're all hurting, but we must continue doing what we have to do." Then you realize everyone is hurting, but they're not feeling the pain because they're numb to it. But you are not numb to it, so you feel the pain. And you holler out again and say, "I'm hurting." And they refuse to answer you this time. Because now you're making a scene. And no one wants a scene. They just want a fiend to keep quiet. And to continue to stay unseen. So you self-medicate in hopes to numb the pain. But no amount of drugs can numb the brain. So when you come down from your high after your private funeral, everyone asks, "Are you okay now?" Now that you've gotten your fix, and you say, "Yes," because it was a temporary relief for a good time, not short of a dime. But the devil is laughing because he says, "You will be back here again one more time with an old friend." And you know that that time will come when your family and friends will see you no more. But you can't stop what you're doing because it will show your sores. So you cry out one more time, "Somebody help me, please." And that's when you see Jesus walking on a cloud saying, "You're my friend indeed." Although you know it's a hallucination, it helps you not die when you take your self-medication. And he says, "Come with me. I find no fault in you. You can stop all this, but you've totally surrendered to the devil's kiss." He says, "I know who you are and what you are. Before you was born, I bore your scars. Come to me, and I will make it all better. But next time you see me again, you will not be in this body, and that's no better. Take my hand and walk with me. I find no fault in you. I can help you understand why you feel so blue." And then you reach out and say, "Okay, I could do this." But then you have a bad day and realize it was all foolishness. Foolish for you to think you could walk a straight and narrow. And the pain of that thought pierces your heart like a bow and arrow. So the next time you tell someone to get it together, they've tried 55 times. But it's hard to unfeel what you feel, and it's hard to unsee what you saw. So thank you for listening. I tried to be like poetic and really, dramatic with it. I mean, I'm not really a poet. Like, it's just something that came to me. So, I mean, I was like trying to get into character and really, do it. So this is my first time. I actually did present this poem at an actual poetry event. And so it was a nice event. I think I did put the pictures on Instagram with all the young ladies who I was with who were said poetry. And so it was a really nice time. I was kind of scared because I'm nervous. Like, I'm really scared with like really talking in front of like a big group of people. And so I'm really trying to get better at that. So like if you've been watching my channel, like you realize like when I first started my YouTube videos, it was just like really choppy. And so now I'm getting a little bit comfortable with the camera, so I'm able to talk a little bit more and put a little bit emphasis, and really just feel kind of comfortable expressing myself. And so we're gonna always look at some artwork. We're gonna look at some paintings. So this is what I'm doing right now. So this is supposed to be a self-portrait. This is my first self-portrait because I never went to school for art. Like, I just kind of just jumped out there and said, I'm just gonna do art. And so I started off with abstract, and so now I'm trying to get into drawing, tracing. I'm trying to get into more, I don't want to say structured painting, but more of a what's the word, like more of, I don't know what the word is, I'm not gonna lie, but more of a painting with an outline. That's what I say. I'm sure it's some type of artsy word for it, but like I said, I didn't go to school for this. So this, I first drew myself, which is the face, and then I kind of just like put the body together. And so I'm not quite done with this. So I'll let you see the finishing results, but I think it looks pretty good. I was trying to blend her face a little bit more, so I did look at some YouTube videos, but I'm not gonna post the YouTube video that I looked at because I don't want to like not do them justice. Like, I don't want them to say like, this looks nothing like my work. So that's why I won't post them. But I did look at some people that kind of drew black undertones, or black people or whatever like that. And so I tried to do as best I could. I mean, I'm really new to this, so I really enjoyed it. I'm really still enjoying it. So I want to do a little bit more self-portraits because I think that'll help me like develop my skills a little bit, because when I was looking at another artist, and he was Caucasian, but he knew how to really like blend the colors to draw like black skin or whatever. And he was saying that sometimes it's kind of hard to like kind of blend that black skin together to kind of make it look more realistic. And so I'm just learning. So this is probably like maybe my fifth painting that's kind of like humanistic, and I won't call it realism because it doesn't look like realism. It's kind of cartoony to me, but hopefully as time go on, I can get into realism and I can actually draw something or someone exactly how they are. And so that's my goal. I don't know if that's my goal for this year, but that's my goal for the years to come. And so thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed the poem. Share this poem with someone, especially if they're struggling with drugs. If you know someone that's struggling with drugs, try to help them, get them into some type of recovery program, some kind of recovery group, because it is really an illness. It is a sickness, and they need help from a medical professional. And sometimes you may need to go to the program with them so you can actually understand where they're coming from, because it is a sickness and it is an illness. So that is it. I will see you next time on the Christian's Corner.